Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Can you hear me? Happy Saturday night. All right. Yes. I see Mary Blue. I see Miss Kim. I know I also have fam in the building. Trying to manage something backstage here. Hold on. Okay. Yes, 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 yes. I see you, True. Yes, thank you for being here. So look, it's Saturday night. I almost didn't really make it. It's one of those weird kind of off nights or really days. Something about today. I don't know what it is. But I'm here and I'm so glad to see y'all. Hope you guys are doing well, staying warm, safe, and protected. Leading with love. So let's see. I'm going to throw my link out there because I know Miss Kim is joining. I just wanted to give a couple people a chance to get up in here. All right. So we got quite a few things I want to talk about tonight. We got it's Super Bowl weekend first and foremost. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's because it's Super Bowl weekend. I know I'm not really, and that's not really my thing, but I know a lot of people, it is their thing. I'm not sure that's why Miss Priscilla's not here. Yeah, I called you out. But I don't know. Let's see how it goes. All right. So Mary says she's not a football fan. Snowstorm tomorrow. All right. I'm a good 4 minutes in. Let me just do my little intro little thing, and we can get this thing started. Mm-hmm. And here we go.
God is dawn. Like and subscribe. Comment some night. Love in this light. This God is dawn. God is dawn. God is dawn.
And we're back. That's for my replay. They know to look for that intro. All right. Let me get the link too. I don't think we'll have trouble with the chat, Miss Kim. We usually don't. We're pretty protected over here. All right. So, first and foremost, I definitely want to honor our favorite Black female notables tonight. R.I.P. Cicely Tyson. May she continue to rest in power. Definitely an icon, a legend. trailblazer, and she deserves, a little farewell. Let me get her up on the screen. Hmm. So beautiful. Oh, dang ad. While Wayne is here. All right. So, Cicely Tyson, she was everything. But I'm just going to read from here. Cicely Tyson, legendary Broadway TV and film actress, dies at 96. Cicely Tyson made history as the first African American woman to win a Best Lead Actress Emmy for her role as Jane Pittman. Royal legendary queen. I'm like, what the heck? Royal legendary, a queen. Those are the adjectives often invoked at the mention of Cicely Tyson's name, the actress and cherished icon who was first Oscar nominated for 1972's Sounder, and 45 years later was honored with an honorary golden statuette for her body of work. Died Thursday at age 96. Her manager, Larry Thompson, confirms to USA Today. So something weird was popping up on that screen, so I wanted to get off of it. But she was a warrior. Kim is here. I see you. All right. Yes. Hey, beautiful queen, my warrior sister.
Thank you.
Here we go.
Hello.
Hello, hello. You all
Hey,
right?
everybody. Happy Saturday.
Okay. So yeah, I was just giving a few words in honor of Cicely Tyson.
Mm-hmm.
He is someone, definitely deserves all the accolades for her work and her presence, and her just someone to look at and say, if she can do that, I can do that.
Yeah. Definitely.
Okay. So with that said, I also wanted to talk about Stacey Abrams. I don't know how many of you are familiar with Miss Abrams. She is a stronghold on the political scene in Georgia. She helped galvanize all the voters for the House and Senate elections that happened this past January. I'm in the chat, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
So go on, Kim. Do you know anything about Stacey?
No, I never heard of her until you just brought her up, like when you mentioned what tonight would be about.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, great, because I want to put light on her also. So let me share the screen.
Okay.
I have so many tabs open, child. I'm gonna make sure I don't open the wrong one now. Wait, hold on.
Okay.
Oh, there we go. All right. So a little bit about Stacey Abrams, and I'm bringing her up for a specific reason. Not just that I want to honor some strong, amazing Black women. I know strong, people say, you always got to say strong, but it is the truth. U.S. voting rights activist Stacey Abrams nominated for Nobel Peace Prize. Yes. And that's why I'm bringing her up.
Mm-hmm.
U.S. voting rights activist and Democratic Party politician Stacey Abrams has been nominated for this year's Nobel Peace Prize for her work to promote nonviolent change via the ballot box. And I don't need to say who said that, but Abrams, whose work was credited with boosting voter turnout last year, helping Joe Biden win the U.S. presidency. Forgot about that. Joins a long list of nominees, including both former President Donald Trump and his son-in-law, former White House advisor Jared Kushner. Okay, womp womp. Are you seriously gonna just like put him side by side with her? I'm trying to focus on her, and here they come.
Right, which is they best.
Abrams' work follows in Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s footsteps in the fight for equality before the law and for civil rights. King, a Baptist minister who became leader of the 1960 civil rights movement, won the Nobel Peace Prize in 1964 and remains among its most famous laureates. So shout out to Stacey Abrams. Yes. You know, she ran for, I believe it was governor. And it was like, yeah, she didn't win, but she was really, really close. And she had everybody pumped. And after she lost, she went on to help Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. And then she went on to seal the deal in Georgia for those Senate House elections. So shout out to her for doing that, just using her voice.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
That's beautiful. She's pretty. Yeah.
She's amazing.
Man, part of history, actually.
Shout out to Roxanne. Welcome back. Yes. So yeah, she's amazing. And I have a couple people on my list. Yeah, a couple more people. We have obviously Kamala Harris.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly what she's been up to since they were sworn in on January 20th. But let's look her up. Let's look her up. So you go ahead and you can speak your piece. I'm going to go ahead and find something good on what's going on with her.
Okay. Happy Saturday to everybody. Evening. I don't know if it's morning for some. And we welcome you and appreciate your time joining us tonight. Whoever's here with us and kicking it with us. I know we be some night owls sometimes. And I appreciate you all and I love you all. And I think I remember before I got out of the chat, it was Mary Blue, Wayne, True Spirit. We have Roxanne. There's somebody else. But anyway, shout out to all of you guys. I hope y'all been staying safe and all is well. And I hope this weekend will be great for us. And Black History Month, I think Black History is every day for us, to be honest. But, you know, they give us February. But
yes,
we're going to represent hard, y'all.
I'm looking for something recent, but okay, well.
Maybe, I wonder if I don't know. If she don't have anything, maybe, I don't know. That's something.
I'm probably,
Keep moving in silence.
Yeah, I probably should have done this a little sooner than just coming on. But you know what? I have actually forgotten about her. I hate to say that, but I have my list, but she wasn't on it. Mimi, welcome back.
Yeah.
All right, let me pull her up here. So what you been up to, Kim?
Nothing. Today was a real, like, kind of relaxed day. I just kind of hung out in my little room, like, just was in my little corner, my little space.
So here she is. I know this was a controversial. I don't know if this was a cover. I think it was. People were mad about the Converse. I remember that.
Oh, they always gonna pick out something. I remember when Obama was in office. Oh, he has Starbucks coffee. He likes basketball. Oh my God, it rained today. Look at the color of the umbrella. I mean, just every little thing.
Right. Yeah, I mean, when you're in this type of on this level in this limelight, you're gonna get criticized. I'm sure she was not tripping.
Yeah, she's
Um,
under a microscope for sure.
this is more of a like I followed her around the White House. I don't really I'm looking for we'll come back to her.
Okay.
So the other person I want to talk about is where is my list? Oh, here we go.
Biden executive orders.
Yeah,
Is
but I'm
that
still on my black women right now.
oh, okay? Oh yeah. Cicely Tyson, Stacey, Camilla, Megan Thee Stallion.
And Megan Thee Stallion, now hear me out. Don't get
Yes.
mad, don't judge me. I'm bringing her up because she obviously has been in the mainstream news or even the blogs for quite a while now, ever since, especially the shooting incident that occurred. We cannot argue that it was not a shooting incident, right?
Right.
There was a gun, there were shots fired, there's shrapnel, there's gunpowder.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it was said by her attorney that he had gunpowder on his hands. There's people who say that there was no gunpowder,
Mm.
but there was gunpowder. And she has had to fight against her label. She's a young woman. She's what did you say, 25?
Yeah, I think she not too long turned 25. Like after that incident, I think she turned 25, if
Okay,
I'm not
so
mistaken. Yeah.
with that said, she's young. She was
Mm-hmm.
it was a couple years ago, probably when that label stuff, at least a year ago, when the label
Yeah.
stuff, she was with 1501. Um, I think he's out of Houston. Where is he
Mm-hmm.
out of?
I
He
believe
was
Houston. I'm not sure though. I don't know if it's
Carl
Crawford.
Crawford. There we go.
Yeah.
Ex Dodger. I know he played for the
Yeah.
Dodgers for a minute. Well, Evelyn Lozato's ex baby daddy.
Oh God.
He owns the label, right? So there was a controversy between her and them. She took him to court. You don't hear
Mm.
that a lot. Artists taking their label to court and winning, because she did win. I think they were trying to stop her from putting out a song or some music.
Yeah.
Miss Della's here. Welcome back, love.
Yeah. Welcome.
That
Welcome.
Kamala did her first tie-breaking vote for the stimulus bill 50-50, and she broke the tie as VP. Yes, I saw that article. So that's the
Yeah.
article that I'll read because I wasn't sure how recent that was. Okay, perfect. Miss
Yep.
Della came and saved my day. Thank you,
I think they
love.
was up. They said 15 hours. They did like a all-nighter. They was in there getting it done.
Oh, you the expert right now. When Della comes to bring it up, damn
Yeah,
crickets when I was trying
I'm
to
not gonna
find
lie.
something.
I was over 8 hours behind. I'd seen that.
I'm messing with you. I'm messing with you. It's all good.
I didn't know if it was true
You
because
know,
I only seen one article and I didn't cross reference because I got to doing looking at other stuff like the
I got you. But I got you. I got you. Okay, so back to Megan, and then we'll get back to
Yeah.
Kamala. She deserves her time, right? So,
Yeah, Megan. We
well,
sending her love and light.
I meant Kamala deserves her time, but Megan too. And that was
Yeah.
my point, actually, of bringing her up. I don't have the audio. I did want to play an audio of another YouTuber who was really tearing her down, and this particular YouTuber, a black woman,
Mm-hmm.
is said to she's a what is the word? Self-proclaimed advocate or advocate of victims and survivors.
Yeah.
Yet she is saying nothing but nasty things about Meg. And
Yeah.
so that's why I just thought maybe, she needs a little uplifting.
Yeah.
I consider her an orphan. She lost her parents, her grandmother too, right? And as a young woman, she was, like I said, fighting the establishment, her label. She did land with Rock Nation, I believe. So that's where she's at. I don't know if I can say that's the best place for her. I personally believe independence is the way to go, honestly. When you have, especially once you have your name established, when she had an opportunity, because she kind of, she had a base and people knew who she was at that point. I don't know, when there's a sliver of opportunity to take the leap into self employment or entrepreneurship or some whatever it is, independence, whatever your field is. I don't know. It's different for everyone. It's
Yeah.
definitely a scary thing. However, opportunities arise. And when you have the faith and you move forward in those opportunities, you will ride a wave. And we here to ride waves, people. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think I remember her interview on the Breakfast Club correctly. I guess somebody in Rock Nation, if not Jay-Z himself, that knew. I think I forgot who she said that worked with her manager from worked and knew Crawford, and I guess they were like a mutual friend with um what's the man name, Jay Prince or something. And they gave her like guidance and advice how to get out of that contract or whatever, and assisted her. And
Wait,
then
wait,
just
wait, wait, wait. Wait. I thought so you saying Jay Prince? Because I remember
it was some member they
I
were
thought
trying. The
I
blog put
thought
it out
Carl
there.
Crawford actually had Jay Prince helping him.
Well, that I
I
guess
think
that who
Jay
was the
Prince
good
was
guy or the
helping Carl
bad guy
Crawford.
as far as in her contract?
Say that again.
Who was the good guy that was working with whoever the two men were in
Oh, I
her
don't know.
as her manager? It was one that's whoever she went. So Crawford must have been the one that showed her what was like, kind of, I guess, like a 360 deal or something, maybe. I don't know. But
Initially, before they signed her, because
I
he's the
know
one
it
that
was
signed her.
whoever was the partner with her original, I guess, label or whatever. One of the men is the one, I don't know if it was Crawford or another guy. I got to go back and look at that interview, but she broke it down and said that, like the news media put false information that she wasn't adding Jay Prince in her lawsuit. But whoever the partner was with her first original record label, one of them guys is the one that kind of like guided her and had her back when she did that. And then they just so happened to get her with Rock Nation. So
Well, all I know is that she went to court
yeah,
and that she made sure that, she was heard. And I think
mhm,
that's the most important thing. We don't know sometimes what the outcome is going to be, but the definite outcome is going to be nothing if you don't do anything, if you don't say
yes,
anything. So shout out to her. Yeah.
yep,
The other thing is he's dealing with Tory's PR machine, and he's
mm,
supposedly an independent artist, but I feel that that is not the case. There's a lot of fake. There's a lot of what do they call those? They're not. They're backed by actual label or investor of some sort, but they posture them as independent because it makes them look a little more street credible or whatever.
yeah, in the
So
image, whatever.
he seems to have a lot of he seems to have a machine behind him. So she's dealing with that also, having to continue to say, nah, nigga, you shot me and you need to go to jail, after he keeps coming back and trying to play the good guy.
Yeah,
So with that, she's also dealing with the LA court system.
yeah,
So yeah, hopefully, like Mary said, that it works out for her.
mm-hmm.
And yeah, I just wanted to just,
Yeah.
send her some
I say we
good
lift her
energy.
up in positive, love and light because we don't know, emotionally and mentally, especially when you're alone, nighttime or whenever you get your quiet time. And you so used to picking up the phone, if you go through anything or you're away, you can call your mom or your dad. Because the way I picked up and the way she spoke about her parents and grandparents, she had a very beautiful relationship and bond and connection with her mom, dad, and her grandparents. So, and to not have them, it's like you're just like thrown in the den, the lion's den.
Right. And people will take advantage of that.
Yeah, especially in the industry.
So not
Mm,
only does she have all that stuff going on, she has these bloggers that are going after her every chance they
right.
get.
Super
Um,
diehard fans of the little leprechaun,
yeah,
probably, and just still. So yeah, we're gonna pray for her strength and everything, courage, protection, and everything, and success to be successful.
absolutely. Okay, so back to Kamala. Kamala.
Mhm.
Kamala. I always say Kamala. Okay, let
Mhm.
me find that again. Hold
How you
on.
say her name again? Because I think I was saying it the same way.
Kamala. I think
Yeah,
that's right. Kamala.
Kamala.
It-
That's what I've been saying, child.
but I say Kamala sometimes, like Pamela. Pamela.
Yeah.
But let me look her up. Kim, you got to take the wheel, honey.
Okay. Um. Oh yeah. That was even cool. She got more money, Roxanne. That's even better. I know she was saying like she did a lot of her own promotion, and I don't know if she had to book her own. Like the record label was like kind of like doing not even like the bare minimum, booking her shows and stuff like that and promotion and everything. And she was doing a lot by her. So she might as well have been independent though. She's a beautiful little young lady. And it's sad that, especially just with women, go against another woman, whether it's a young lady or not. And the comments, not just with her, but it's other female, other women, other queens. And the evil, conniving, vindictive things a female can say and to try to go towards another one is like it's not helping the situation. Like just keep tearing someone down. It's like when does it be enough?
Roxanne said
Oh,
Megan's birthday day
she the
after
day after
yours.
me. Oh,
Day
she
after.
Aquarius. Hey man. I'm gonna have to okay, I'm gonna have to yeah, we gonna have to I'm gonna have to say something to hers. I'm gonna have to get in her DM.
There you go, your Aquarius sister.
Yep,
So,
yep.
okay, there's a video. So I'm gonna it's like a minute long. So let's just see
Okay.
what they're talking about. Oh, this is the vote.
On this vote, the yeas are 50, the nays are 50, the Senate being equally divided. The Vice President votes in the affirmative, and the concurrent resolution as amended is adopted.
All right.
We now come to the end of a debate that has gone on for over 14 hours. And we end this debate in a moment in which our country faces more crises, more pain, more anxiety than at any time since the Great Depression. And with the passage of this resolution, we have the opportunity not only to address the pandemic, to address the economic collapse, to address the reality that millions of our kids have seen their education disrupted. But we have the opportunity to give hope to the American people and restore faith in our government by telling them that tonight we understand the pain that they are experiencing and we are going to do something very significant about it.
Oh, okay. There it is.
Yeah.
She already doing what she's supposed to be doing. Gotta love it.
Yeah, they came in not playing games.
So let's see. The US Senate has passed a budget resolution that allows for the passage of Joe Biden's 1.9, what is this, trillion?
Mm.
1.9 trillion COVID-19 relief package in the coming weeks without Republican support. We don't need you.
At
Yes.
all. Period.
The Vice President, Kamala Harris, broke a 50-50 tie by casting a vote in favor of the Democratic measure, which sends it to the House of Representatives for final approval. And there we go, back to Georgia being a pivotal part of winning the Democrats, I won't say our, but winning the House. So
Yeah.
Let's see. It marked the first time Harris, in her role as president of the Senate, had cast a tie-breaking vote after being sworn in as the first female vice president on 20th January. Kamala Harris uses, okay, so there's a link in passes budget. Okay, so we got a budget that's passing.
Yeah.
And what does that mean for us, though, as the people?
Right. Mm-hmm.
What do you guys think? How is this budget 1.9 trillion? And the COVID relief, because obviously there's still damage as far as employment loss,
Yeah.
housing loss, all kinds of everything's just all crazy.
Yeah.
So how do we put this back together, and how is this 1.9 trillion gonna help with that? That's the question. Anybody have any insight on that?
That's the $1,000,000 question.
Well, hopefully the money will,
Yeah.
Somebody said, "Where's Bernie's mittens?" I don't have that meme. I wish I could look it up, but yeah, that was funny. True came out the bushes. She said, "I see Kamala double up on that mask." I noticed that too. That's what I'm talking about. Double up on that mask.
Yeah.
I see Atmos love.
Oh,
It means,
welcome, Atmos.
Oh, that's what it means. Okay. That's what I want to know. What does it mean? So we're going to get the money, but is it a one-time check? Like, how is that going to bail people out of the situation they're in? Because a lot of people who are hurting now, some people are biding time. Some people have been hurting for a long time, a year or more at this point, or a year, at least.
Mm.
What are your thoughts, Kim?
I was confused. They were saying that Pulowski, they passed the 2,000 instead of the 1,400, and that was part of what they discussed for over 15 hours. But they said Pulowski was pushing for, I guess, I don't know if that's still negotiated, or I don't know if it's been passed, that they were going to see if it could be monthly until like September of this year. Like, if not more, at least 2,000 to start, if not more. I know originally Pulowski wanted to get everybody like at least 3,000 monthly until, during this pandemic, because they don't know how long, we're going to be. It's like a depression, a Great Depression. I have neighbors that still haven't been to work. They've been off for a year.
There are, I think it's Canada, somewhere they're getting monthly. I don't remember where. There's probably more than one country that's doing
And I never got my $600, y'all. No.
Go to the,
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
Got to go into the silence and call that out.
My honeycomb hideout. Yeah. But yeah. And yeah, they extending the unemployment, they said. Yeah.
So there was 600, and then Admin said 1,400 is, and then that's the 2,000 they've been talking about. 2,000, like that's some magic number.
Right.
But that only lasts, especially if you're already in the hole. That's the thing. If you're already, there are people who they've lost their housing, they've lost their residence, they have lost job. There's no income because they didn't qualify for unemployment or didn't. Yeah. Well, everyone should have gotten something, but either it ran out. Yeah. I think someone mentioned about extending unemployment. Here we go. Mimi extending unemployment. I read somewhere they're going to be having people pay stuff back. That's the other thing. Is this a way to keep us tethered to the matrix?
Yeah.
This is the way to keep you in bondage.
Yeah.
But how do you get out of that?
Right, exactly.
At this point, we're relying on them. And this is the position we don't want to be in.
Like our back is against the wall.
Okay, Canada. Yeah. So that's what they should have been doing. It's been a year.
Yeah.
How long did it? And then that whole PPE bullshit.
Yeah.
Excuse me. You know, a lot of they were saying some football teams got some of that money. Like people
And
got
I
that money
understand.
that didn't need that money.
Okay.
They're going
Yeah,
to.
I believe you. It was a lot of people.
Okay, they're going to add 300 a week, but are they going to just extend it indefinitely until when? When maybe what if these businesses don't come back like they were? And
Well, I
what?
know it's a few casinos they're on a demolition. They're going to tear it down. It's not coming back. They're going to put something else there. So you got to think all those people is out of jobs that worked there for years. One of them was a hotel that Station Casinos, Texas and Fiesta by me. They're tearing it down. And
I know the restaurant owners here specifically were fighting tooth and nail to keep those restaurants open, at least for outside seating, because they had closed outside and everything at one point.
yeah,
But this means these people, and most of these restaurants were in more affluent areas.
yeah.
And I just was like, yeah, they're finally seeing or feeling how the quote unquote regular folk feel,
Mm-hmm.
on a regular, because these people probably never thought that they would
Yeah.
have to face losing anything, home, especially in business income.
Exactly. And then you got to deal with a lot of stores, they close early, the business hours change. Not only that, what else was I going to say? It's a lot of I know the government agencies out here, like the welfare office, Social security office. When this second wave came, they closed it. So now they're not working there at the office. They probably like send a few social workers there just to, work for a little bit, maybe 4 hours, and it's not every day of the week. Like, so if you just have to see somebody and see a representative, then you have to schedule it online or whatever. But they're all like at home, like there's nobody there now. So everything out here in Vegas, a lot of stuff is already online. You apply and do everything online.
So how is Vegas? Is everything open though as normal?
Not everything. I think a lot of the nightclubs are not open. Some are open, I think, like they on special occasion, like the lounge, the Blue Martini. I don't know if you guys know about that if you ever been to Vegas. But I haven't really seen anyone saying like they've been going to nightclubs. I know a lot of these local bars, they've been open. They open back up, and few lounges, maybe not, but I don't think the nightclubs. And the casinos, they barely, some are like the Palms is not going to open back up, but they kept the resort, but the casino is not going to open back up. And it's, I heard it's another one that they're going to close, tear down or whatever. So, and then a lot of people that worked at a lot of casinos, their hours got cut or they got let go. So
So
I don't know
yeah,
how
they
it's
just
going to
opened
work.
up. They just opened everything back up here like about maybe 3 weeks ago. I remember getting a text from my nail lady, like you can.
They
I'm like,
got the fast food restaurants now that you could come inside. Um, I don't, some places are strict, they're following the guidelines and the rules, and then some is just like, oh, well, long as you're eating or whatever, you sit here, you don't have to have your mask or however, but you gotta be coming in with, they kind of got relaxed, and only because they caught the government, the governor out here, Nevada, eating at and celebrating at this like restaurant slash, not a nightclub, but maybe like be considered like a lounge or hookah, whatever. And nobody had on a mask, the staff or him and his family. But
and this is why I'm staying my ass in the house.
and they were like, oh, so that started too with a lot of these local bars. They were like, he slapped me, made me shut down and stuff, and had notices on my door, my business. I lost my, and they just opened back up anyway. They were like, I'll just get fined. They people was on the news. It was a few bar owners by me, and they emailed them and got on the live and was tweeting and stuff. And then the governor was just like, because he went from saying you can't have the gatherings, the people gatherings can only be like 5 people, and then now he like, well, it could be 10. You know, like they're doing little stuff like that. But it's like mixed narratives out here in Vegas.
Well, the problem with that is that people are relying on the word of the government about their health. My thing is, they're doing this because Valentine's Day was one of the target dates, I remember. And I know that clicked for me because it's business for these people.
Yeah.
And just because they're saying, yeah, okay, we're going to open back up, don't mean you need to go running out to get up in the mix of it. Because
I mean, they even got urgent care. Certain urgent care didn't open back up. That's closed.
I see wifey. Welcome back, love.
Yeah.
So
that's healthcare, like clinics. Certain clinics didn't even open. So
well, that's interesting. Well, I mean, I guess, you know, that just kind of opened up, listening to that just opened up my mind to more so, what are we looking at? This is a new year. I think there was a lot of optimism because they got that vaccine. There's a lot of people who are banking on this vaccine to get things back to quote unquote normal. We talk about the vaccine a lot here. I'm not on board with it. I don't know.
Me either.
But it's giving, I think, a false confidence. Yeah. And it also affects the market. I don't know if you guys keep up with stocks and stuff, but on the stock market, but it's kind of like these YouTube streets in a sense. That kind of reminds me of something I was going to bring up, but I was reading. So there's a blogger who supports R. Kelly, and she had communicated with his criminal, well, I guess he's a former attorney of his on his criminal case, and that Anton, Doug Anton, I think. So she was communicating with him because she wanted to warn him that his name was looking a little funny out here with regard to the defense fund. Well, he sent her an email back, and he basically in that email said that, she basically was like, you shouldn't be going on these bloggers platforms, and they got these fights going on, and it's not a good look. And he said that fighting raised donations by 45%. So let them fight. And that was like, what? So then that's what the market reminds me of, as far as I guess disasters and things like that.
Yeah. It's like all about money.
It's all about money. It affects the way just there's twists and turns that happen. Yeah. With the economy, and a lot of that has to do with what is going on in the world. So you have to wonder. There's a lady who is saying there's some blue beams that came from space that started a lot of the California fires that got a lot of people took their homes out. I don't know, that it sounds far-fetched, but you can't really say no to anything these days. They have the ability with the information she provided, her receipts, the electric company has ties to a space company and have had ties with this company for a long time. And, the way she put that little argument together, I would not believe her. I would kind of look at the whole thing like, okay, is this contrived? Are you doing this to us so you can pad your pocket?
In Hawaii, 2 people got it on their phone, like it was blue coming down, and I think one of the officers got there, like he saw it. You could hear like the talking in the background, the people jumping out of their cars filming this, whatever it was coming from the sky, and they thought it landed in the water, but it was never like no evidence, like where did it go? Like they didn't hear a splash or nothing, but it did come down somewhere in Hawaii about a week or 2 ago. And it was like they went on live, these 2 women. One lady was on phone with 911 with her husband or something, and they were like following it. It was over the water. And it was then the officer that pulled up on the scene, because it was another caller. They said it was a smaller light. It wasn't as blue, but they were wondering, was it like a spaceship or something, like a UFO? Mm-hmm.
I left this comment up here from True about foreign countries getting billions because that just sickens me. And I know that's what they do when they pass these stimulus bills. When you look in there, I think they call them earmarks, but when you look in the
Yeah.
deals that they make in order to pass this, I'm gonna need this. In order for me to vote for this, I'm gonna need this. This is, and then when they say I need this, it's because they themselves have made a deal with some foreign
Yeah.
leader or whoever, somebody from a foreign country or some other place,
Exactly.
and that's what they do. They sell themselves,
Yeah.
and in essence, really selling us out.
Yep. That's exactly what they're doing. Like putting us up. Everybody on the market. It's up for auction.
Let's see what Joe Biden's been doing as far as his executive orders. When the administration changes power and the
Mhm.
transfer of that power happens, there's a lot that goes on. There's that whole first 100 days that they say is important, the most important time for the new president. So
Yeah.
with that being said, as soon as he sat his butt down, he's been signing off on his executive orders and undoing things that 45 had put in place. But
Yeah.
let me pull up what I have here. All right. Let's see what he's been doing. Let me go down to the beginning. He's been doing a lot. Okay. So he was inaugurated on January 20th. It already says here that there's a lot of reversals. Directs OMB director to develop recommendations to modernize regulatory review and undoes Trump's regulatory approval process. If that was the first thing he did, that must have been a big deal for him to do that. Let's see. He also requires executive branch appointees to sign an ethics pledge, barring them from acting in personal interest and requiring them to uphold the independence of the Department of Justice. That's interesting. So they should have already had something like that in place. And how much of a stronghold is signing a pledge if you're already like a shady, shisty person?
Right.
Because a lot of these people, like how we were talking about one of the last lives, how police officers or cops
Yeah.
are who they are, regardless
Yeah.
of the badge. So if they came from the streets and they're
Yep.
just a street nigga, then that's what they are with the badge on, right?
Exactly. That's true.
But it's good. I think it says something though that he put this in place. But
We're
what else?
gonna give it that positive energy.
There's a lot of moves on immigration here. Let's see. He extends deferrals on deportation and work authorizations for Liberians with a safe haven in the United States until June 30th. So the Liberians got a little extra time.
Okay.
Halted construction on the border wall by terminating the national emergency declaration used to fund it. The border wall. So they were still building that. I haven't heard much about the border wall in a long time.
Yeah, me too.
That was the hot ticket when Trump was coming in.
Yeah, he was just nailed to the gun hold on that.
Let's see. Undoes Trump's expansion of immigration enforcement within the United States. So Trump was expanding immigration enforcement, and he's undoing that. Okay, so that means, yeah, because he had people like in Texas. I remember they were really hardcore with stopping people in the streets asking for paperwork. So it sounds like that a lot of the immigrants are going to get a break. Well, at least on the books. I don't know how this is going to be in real life for these people. It's because you know how that goes.
Yep, I do.
He also reverses the Trump administration's restrictions on U.S. entry for passport holders from 7 Muslim majority countries. So Trump put some restrictions on these Muslim countries and he's reversing those restrictions. Interesting.
Okay.
Let's see. Fortifies DACA, which I believe is that DREAM Act, after Trump's efforts to undo protections for undocumented people brought into the country as children. Yeah. So he fortifies DACA. So he put up DACA back where in a strong position of, I guess they can still honor that.
Okay.
Where if you're born here, regardless if your parents are not citizens, you are a citizen. I think that's what that is. Let's see what else. The census requires non-citizens to be included in the census and apportionment of congressional representatives. Okay, so what I'm seeing so far is this whole idea of one government, one people. It's called, what do they call that? I forgot. There's a term for that, for the conspiracists out there.
I don't even know.
And Ceylon comes in right when I'm talking about that. Hey, Ceylon. Ceylon, what's it called when, what was I saying? When, dang, I already
One
forgot.
government, one people.
Oh yeah, one government, one world, one, it's something. Okay, I just went blank on it. Okay, let's see. What made me
You said
say?
one government, one people. What they call it. The
Oh, New World
conspiracy.
Order. There it is. New World Order.
Oh,
That-
New World Order. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, Mimi said, also didn't he sign the reverse to the pro-gender and military and schools? Okay, well, we just in the beginning. I'm just going to read through these things. But this is what I meant. So what I'm reading with these things that he's doing and undoing, he's opening things back up. It was like Trump, from what I'm seeing here only, was putting things in place to, keep the non-nationals, or immigrants out, or keep them down. But Biden is reversing and opening things back up, because word is that they want a one world government, a whole one world, new world order, which is a one world government, a one government order. I can't even get it together in my thoughts.
Yeah, it's okay.
You know what I mean? Y'all know what I mean.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, so let's move forward. Prevents workplace discrimination on the basis of sexual orientation or gender identity. Okay. He rescinds the Trump administration's 1776 commission, directs agencies to review their actions to ensure racial equity. Cancels the Keystone XL pipeline. Okay, and I think that's the pipeline where the Native Americans were boycotting and fighting. I remember watching those standoffs. I hope that's the same one, or this is one of them, hopefully. But cancels the Keystone XL pipeline and directs agencies to review and reverse more than 100 Trump actions on the environment. That's great. Okay, we need work on this environment. Our Mother Earth is just so precious.
Yes.
Rejoins the Paris Climate Accord, a process that will take 30 days. This has to do with climate change. And Paris, see, this is what I'm saying. So we're seeing a lot of other countries, and he's opening this up. And okay, so let's see what else. This is all January 20th. This is all on his first day. Extends the existing pause on student loan payments.
Yeah.
And interest for Americans with federal student loans until at least September 30th. I'm ringing the bell on that. That affects me.
That's a great thing.
That definitely, yeah, that's good to know. All right, so what else? He extends the existing nationwide moratorium on evictions and foreclosures until at least March 31st. Okay, March 31st is right around the corner, but I mean, I guess it's something.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's nationwide, because I know people who
Yes.
still got evicted.
24-hour notices and stuff, because they ain't doing what they supposed to be doing, or they can't, or whatever the case. I don't know. It's like you have both. You had the ones that did the fraud and they didn't do what they were supposed to do, and then you had the ones that's really experiencing hardship and they just can't.
Well, there's a lot of fraud. There's a lot of fraud in this situation too.
Yeah.
Says he stopped. It says he stopped. This has to do with now we're in the virus. All that stuff had to do with the economy. He creates the position of COVID-19 response coordinator, reporting directly to Biden and managing efforts to produce and distribute vaccines and medical equipment. Not produce and distribute. Okay, see, I did that video. I don't know who saw the video that I did about the vaccine and how in the UK, there 80,000 people is the target for them to go door to door and get these people vaccinated. I don't know if it was tested or vaccinated now that I think about it, but the fact that they were going to go door to door with the police, the fire department, and counselors, targeting these certain regions because there were supposedly 11 outbreaks and they wanted to, squash it. So they're doing this, and it's scary because, and they're having mobile labs dispersed. It's kind of like you're not going to be able to get away from it.
I'll be right back. I'll be right back, guys.
Okay.
Come on, big boy. You want to?
He launches a 100 days masking challenge, asking Americans to wear a mask for 100 days. That's about 3 months, right? Requires masks and physical distancing in the federal buildings, on federal lands, and by government contractors, and urges states and local governments to do the same. Federal building. So, okay. So he's doing, those are his people. So he's like, you guys, because look, Biden how old is he at this point? He definitely can't get the virus. He can't get a code. He can't stub his foot. Let me come look at the chat here.
I'm back.
Okay.
Sorry
Okay.
about
I got you. Ceylon asked me to drop the link.
Okay.
All right.
I am cold. I'm chilly. Jesus Christ. I got the heat on.
All right. Let's see. What did Ceylon say? She said, for real? Robert Millington, welcome back. He said, New World Order. Yes, it is.
Yes. Shout out to Robert.
Yeah, shout out.
Okay.
Okay. His inauguration is March 4th. Okay. So that's the official inauguration date. Okay, let me bring. Hey.
Hello.
Hey, Kim.
How you doing?
I'm fine. I'm listening to what Dawn was saying, but not gonna happen because the Insurrection Act is already in place. And plus, if y'all check our credit reports, if y'all got student loans, these should be already coming off. Your student loans gonna be wiped clean. Your mortgages, if you owe any, gonna be wiped clean. Credit card debt gonna be wiped clean.
Oh, so that's not false. That's not false information. Okay.
No.
Okay.
No, ain't no false information because I got a couple of things that's been wiped clean. Trump doing all that.
Oh.
That's yeah. And the reason why we are in the Nasara is because all of that been signed ever since last year of July 4th.
Mm-hmm.
So DC, as we speak right now, is a foreign place right now. Around the Capitol and all that's foreign land. That's why the National Guard down there from out of DC, Virginia, North Carolina. So what y'all been seeing right now is a movie where you think Biden is at, where you think he's at Castle Rock Studios in Culver City, California. That's not the real White House where he at, because the White House is on lockdown with over 2,000 deputized National Guard as marshals. He is nowhere near on that property. The only way you can get on that property unless you is higher rank, top brass. And that's from the Pentagon down to the National Guard.
It was interesting too.
Yeah.
You said the Culver City Studios. Well, I don't know if it's Castle Rock, but there is a Culver City Studios that
it was Castle Rock.
They looks like
it was
the White
Castle.
House. It looks like the White House on the outside.
Right. It was called Castle Rock, but it's turned to Culver City Studio. So that's where everything was filmed at.
I never even thought, because I always thought like, wow, that's a trip. That kind of looks like the White House, just the way it looks.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that's why, but it's just always,
trust me, it is. It is, because nobody can't go on the White House lawn. Nobody. When I say that perimeter, it looked like Alcatraz. It looks like Alcatraz. It is lock, stock, and barrel. You can't go out there. When I say they got barbed wire on the outside of the perimeter of the field, you try going up in there.
You're right, Ceylon, because it was a man that went live after that. The people went up in the Capitol, to me, production scenes, whatever you want to call it.
That's Castle Rock where sleepiness at. And the real thing,
it was like a fence with the barbed wire, and I seen like this, the men, what is it, military? They were standing there deep.
And they're sitting. Look at him. Ain't nobody. Ain't nobody.
Said, oh my God. He said, yeah. He had to put his phone down.
Nobody ain't going in there. Ain't nobody there. The White House, look at here. They just rescued kids from underneath the White House. And the reason why the White House went dark, because the kids was 10 feet below underneath the White House. And they've been down there so long in the darkness that if you bring them up the light, the light would hurt them. That's how they found those kids underneath the tunnels back here last year, back in April and May, when the hospital ship went on East Coast. Big Sister Comfort was in New York. Baby Sister Mercy was in Los Angeles. You see those two hospital ships. They wasn't there before the coronavirus. No, they was there to rescue those kids underneath them tunnels underneath New York. And every time they bring them up, the kids would die. So they had to get the med beds down there to try to keep them alive so they can bring them up into the temporary hospital so they can get on the ship so they can get the actual medical care that they needed.
And these are traffic.
I know. Like I said, I've been through the tunnels. I definitely have been on Big Sister Comfort. So I know about the hospital ships. And I already know what they was going to do anyway. So
I remember we had one over here on this coast too.
You had Baby Sister Mercy.
Mm-hmm.
New York had Big Sister Comfort. For those that's in the military, like underneath the Seaman program, because you only got three quarters: firemen, airmen, seamen. All your medical and your builders and forgot what the other one under the Seaman program. You got your electrical and something else on the firemen, and all the aviations on the airmen. So that was a lot, and so people were sitting up there. Oh, you see how the bodies coming out the hospital? Well, this is what y'all don't know. What they was when they was kidnapping the women and the children, the bodies that you seen coming out the hospital was the bodies that they already had got from the organs out the people after they killed them and wrapped them up in sheets and put them in the freezer trucks. What they found. See, they getting so much information from y'all. That's why us military people, and you can see I got my midshipmen, but we just now declassifying this stuff up to y'all. For a while, they wouldn't tell you, but we declassifying everything. But now the covert operation was 70% covert, 30% for y'all to know. Now it is 95% covert and 5% civilian. So I'm gonna know the majority of it. But like I tell you, that stuff that y'all seeing, you're just not seeing. And with what Don was reading, I'm like, and they ain't gonna reverse nothing. Is not gonna reverse. They're not gonna know. Not when you got an insurrection act is already in play. Ain't that gonna happen? Sleepless skin mask gonna be that actor with that skin mask, putting on that front. That he can't even get it so much to get on Air Force One. In fact, on my video 4 days ago, Air Force One was down at Mar-a-Lago, and who was on it? 45. That's right. He's still on. He's still president. I'm sorry. By March 4th, he will be inaugurated as the 19th president of the Republic.
Who are you talking about? 45 on March 4th.
At the March 4th at Mar-a-Lago.
And how, and why? Why?
How?
What's the
why? Why?
Yes. Why would they?
Told y'all.
Say it again.
Why?
I missed it.
Because this country has been sold out to China, CCP, Communist Party of China. Okay, we've been sold out. So, in order to get this country back to the Republic under the Constitution of 1776, you felt number one, got to find somebody who's not a politician, and number two, that's not related, have any political ties to the or related to anybody in the presidency, for president. Hence, this is where Trump come in. You get a businessman. See, and I'm like with my fellow comrades. I'm tired. My comrades and I getting killed off for only two people, politicians and bankers. We're fed up. So we gotta do to stay alive. And we want to come home to our family just like y'all here with y'all families. So we're gonna bring in somebody from the outside to help us get our country back where it's supposed to be. Hence Donald Trump. So they took Trump to an undisclosed location for 2 weeks. 2 weeks now. I want y'all to listen. And the man is brilliant. I mean, he's very smart because he catch on everything quick. From the amount of information that we gave him, it didn't take him long. So when it's time to put everything in play, smooth sailing. We got him in, okay? He won the election. First 4 executive orders, you can go on whitehouse.com if it's still up or not, was to stop child trafficking. Illegal something, I forgot what the other two is. But the first one he signed was to stop human and child trafficking. He got those orders in. It ain't been but about maybe a couple of days to a week. He was on a plane doing his world tour. And the first stop he was in Saudi Arabia. And I'm going to tell you why he did it. Because King Salman nephew, and I want you to listen to this name because he is co-owner of Twitter. And he was the former second seat of Fox under Rupert Murdoch, because Rupert Murdoch family owned Fox. Prince Al-Walid bin Talal. So when Trump went there with all the evidence, show King Salman and his son, the crown prince, right now to this day, Mohammed bin Salman, the evidence of what Al-Walid did to their country and how he connected to our government, which indeed had paid our Congress salary. Since when Nancy Pelosi had a 6-figure salary living in San Francisco, and politicians only make 5 figures? They make less than the president. Now, here's the thing that y'all don't know, that how I know what I know. Trump didn't take his salary. You know how much they paid him? $1 to take this country back to where it's supposed to be. $1. That's all we did, pay him $1. Because if he would have took the salary, he would consider as part of the cabal. And he wasn't like that. He was for the people. So he took the evidence there, and there's a video of it. After Trump had left, I would say in February, that's when about 3 o'clock in the morning, they start rounding up all the princes and all the top billionaires and all them and arrested them.
Priscilla, when you're in the replay, I need you to put this through the data machine. Get back to me. Okay.
Like I'm froze or something.
No,
Okay, so that was a lot. I had heard a lot of this stuff I'm up on. I listen and read different things and talk to Miss C right here too. But what do you have? Where can we go to corroborate anything? Because I know we've heard different people talk about this, but
I
all
suggest do not Google and do not use Yahoo. You won't find nothing. Your search engine should be DuckDuckGo.
DuckDuckGo.
DuckDuckGo. Do not use Google. Do not use Yahoo because you're not gonna find it.
Okay.
You bet. Telegram.
Are you speaking of a site, or are we talking back in
No,
the old days?
No. Telegram is an app.
Okay. I'm like singing Telegram. What type of Telegram?
No. Telegram like an app. In fact, my Telegram going off as we speak. You can look this stuff up. I mean, you can look it up. It's there.
You said
you
you guys
find
have
it.
opened up. It's transparent now. Is that what you're saying? The stuff is open. Declassified.
On the right, but there are links. The links on my phone. Even the Gitmo list is up there under DuckDuckGo.
Okay.
I have to send you the link.
Let me see.
I'll have to send you the link because
Is DuckDuckGo an app? You can't just Google DuckDuckGo.
No, it's yeah, you can. It's an app, but it's a website. It's a private domain.
Privacy. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But I don't know. That just seems weird that it's still connected to Google. I mean, it seemed like they would still.
No, not really. No, not really.
Let me see. I have, let's see, House Republicans seek to block Gitmo detainee COVID-19. Political poison, what's going on in Guantanamo Bay?
Guantanamo, Gitmo.
Okay. What's going on?
I'm going to see, because right now I can pull up my page right now. You check. Look, let me put it like this right here. I don't use Google Chrome. I changed my website. You can change your search domain.
Right.
You can change it. And
okay. I was just skimming through this. I'm gonna look into this on my own. Okay. Well, that's a lot. That's a lot. I was looking at the stars tonight wondering, is this just a cover? Like, I just feel like sometimes, what's that movie, Truman Show? Or the one with Jim Carrey? Jim Carrey, where the whole town was was a whole set all around him.
Was it Bruce Almighty?
No, it was it Truman Show? I don't know. It was he was a baby. The camera was on him from a baby and watched him grow up. He had a job, a wife, the whole thing, or a girlfriend. I don't know if he had a wife, but the whole town, it was built around him. All that they were, his neighbors were actors, his coworkers, everybody was an actor. And when he found out, he basically got on a boat and I think he hit the end, and he tore through the paper and walked away. I mean, it was just kind of, I know it's a crazy story, but I mean, I'm just saying, we are born here supposedly as a free human being, but we're not. You come in here, you have to get stamped with a social security number. You got to get stamped, your name and everything on your birth certificate, the record, the numbers. There's numbers, they fall short of just tattooing us. But so God's right is that our God-given right is we're supposed to be able to freely roam this earth You know, we're the restrictions and the things that we're under, and I understand a lot of it is safety. You know, you got to have order, and you got to. I get that, but at the same time, it was designed this way, and it seems that we're getting closer to the enslavement that has been talked about for at least a decade, as far as I know. I've been reading and seeing these videos and hearing about this stuff, and it seems like everything is happening. There's also a lot of exposing going on too. And speaking of exposing T.I. and Tiny, back to them. I forgot to mention when we were talking about them that one of the rumors is that it's a political kind of situation because T.I. backs the mayor. Yeah, I think her name is Keisha Lance Bottoms, mayor of Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
And the girl Sabrina, the woman Sabrina who came out against him, she is aligned supposedly with her political rival who is going to be gunning for her seat. So people are saying that it was more so about that. I don't really feel that as the case, but you never know. You never know because that politics, that stuff goes deep. There's a lot of money involved. There's a lot of power, you know, that people can get hold of once they are affiliated or even in the seat or affiliated with that seat. So,
boy, it's a lot more to it. Trust and believe.
Did anybody see Sabrina live video that she did earlier today? Where she called out Candy, Lauren London, and Toya,
what?
and
No, I
and
didn't.
and
On
Nikita.
Insta-
Yeah.
Instagram. I guess we just abandoned the executive orders because according to Salon, it's a bunch of bullshit. So I guess I'm just not going to read all that stuff. I'm going to look into what she's talking about. We'll talk about it next
I'm
time.
gonna send you. I'm gonna send you something right now with your email, and I'm going to send it to you. When I send it to you, open it up, and when you scroll down, you're gonna see what exactly what I'm talking about. And everything is very much legit.
Okay. What's her
And lo and
Instagram?
behold,
Kim, what is her Instagram? The Glam something
Yeah, the
University?
glam, but it wasn't on there. I went on Instagram. Somebody screen recorded it and had it on YouTube.
Oh, you don't know who?
It's some YouTuber. I'll send it to you. I seen it right before. I had to get ready for the live. But she goes, y'all was there. You know, she said Shekinah name. She said Candy name. She said Lauren London. She said, y'all know what happened. Y'all know that she said T.I. have actually forced drugs down girls' throat, like, you know, grabbing them up. And she said that if y'all not gonna tell what you know because you was there, she said you don't want me to have to. If y'all don't remember what I remember, she said you know what's gonna happen. You know how I'm gonna come at you. So basically, she kind of like told him to tell like fess up and tell the story. You was a witness. You was there at one of the orgies. You was there. You was there. You was there.
Oh,
But
wow.
yeah, that's what she called those particular women out. Matter of fact, I can send it to you as soon as we get done with this, because I looked at it twice. Like they said she did it today, like earlier today, but when I went on Instagram, she must have took it down. But it was a YouTuber that had it. And they were like, why is she saying? They was like, even Team Libra has spoke about it, but she didn't play the video of her. She said that she looked at it like Sabrina was blackmailing people, other celebrities and stuff. Like, if you don't, she said, but she did mention those words. If you don't remember it and say, if you don't say it if you don't remember how I remember it, and you don't say not what I tell you to say or whatever, or else, like, basically, like, and she said she was coming for them, like.
Okay, I
I
got
wouldn't have thought, Toya would be a part of something like that. But somebody had mentioned it to me because I did like a Zoom earlier, and I'm sitting here going, "Are you kidding me?" Oh my God.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah,
she said.
we don't really know what these people are like. They come across as
No, 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 no. It's not that. I'm listening, y'all, but I'm also
Yeah.
on Telegram, and I just, oh my God. Let me open this up and let me see what I got here.
okay.
This
So
may be an updated list.
Ti, back to Ti and Tiny. So they it was announced that their show has been suspended by the station or by the distributor, and as well as his little podcast expeditiously put on
Yep.
hold. And within the context or the information given about why, as far as the show, it said that they had contacted law enforcement before making the decision. And that says
Mm-hmm.
a lot to me because, when it comes to money, people, they they tend to sometimes overlook things, but with allegations such as this, it could ruin that company. So they are definitely trying to protect themselves. Being that it was
Well, I'm a,
that's going to affect their bottom line. That's going to affect their pockets. It is because this is not going to be an overnight
Oh
situation.
yeah.
And I'm sure they are gonna end up having to pay people out because this is probably gonna be civil. I'm thinking at the end of the day, but we don't know. Maybe it could be criminal. You never know. You never
Yeah.
know. Let's
oh, it's
see.
deep. Trust and believe. It is very, very deep. Deeper than y'all think it is. I'm
Well,
gonna say this.
I'm not
The
surprised at any of it. So,
it, it's just too deep.
Mm.
well, I got the email that you sent, but I'm not gonna. It's a lot, so I'm gonna. That'll have to be
You can
another.
scroll down to the green list.
Okay, hold on. Let me see.
Oh, and the list is in alphabetical order.
Mm.
Okay. Let's see. So it says mid 2020 Gitmo update, arrests, indictments, and executions. And this is
That's very legit.
humorous mathematics is the site. This is from June 22nd of last year.
Mm-hmm. It's already updated in alphabetical ties. We
Dated
will not release the other app. We will not release the other half just yet.
updated 3 days ago. Okay, so let me just see what they're saying up here. So before we get started, let us first understand that before Trump was POTUS, Gitmo was a fraction of the size it is now. This can be clearly confirmed by the following visuals, identifying a significant amount of expansion for what is expected to be tens of thousands of new ex-elite prisoners, well, those who are not executed via military tribunal at least. And they show a visual of the difference of the size.
And they got 6 different contracts done there.
Now,
I
if
don't
you know,
think anybody want to jump off that cliff down there. You jump off that cliff down there, and from what my fellow sailors tell me, you gonna hit something on them rocks down there, cause them rocks are sharp. I don't see how they got those 2 prison barges down there, but they're filled to the hilt, and they are in process of building 2 more because the 2 prison barges that's already down there. We used to use those when the ships come in from being out of sea, and when it's time for them to come in to dry dock, we service them while the crew would go on the temporary barges. Those was the temporary barges at the time before, after, we do the service on the ships, and once we get the ship service, it goes back out to sea, and that's that. So there was no need for them anymore since we, got housing and people live off base and this, that, another. So they just donated the barges to the prison.
Wow, it's a lot. Let's just go down to the list. Let's see. So, well, I'll read this one paragraph because it says it's now if you're not aware of these indictments I'm referring to, that makes perfect sense because they're still sealed and not yet public knowledge. Please allow me to enlighten you. These equate to roughly 222,000 sealed indictments and pertain to the most disturbing and corrupt crimes against humanity. These range from human trafficking, organ trafficking, child trafficking, slavery, treason, terrorism, fraud, misuse of AI, genocide, brainwashing, defamation, 5G endangerment, religious discrimination, misrepresentation, censorship, privacy infringement, and the prevention of saving humanity from biotech endangerment. Below, you will find the related and confirmed ongoing lawsuit filed by Cypress A. Parsa, the AI organization, versus Google on February 26, 2020. So there's the indictment. And repeatedly, another notable court case has been brought forward by the Latham family versus the Epsteins, the 1953 trust, and was updated as recently as February 1st, 2021. This lawsuit showcases how a child was bought and sold and used as a commodity by multiple high-level Luciferian pedophile elites and their respectively associated media corporations and record labels. The full lawsuit shown below highlights the charges relating to spying, stalking, drugging, abducting, hostage taking, and kidnapping for the purpose of criminally organized sociopathic conduct, including sexual assault, sexual harassment, abuse, rape, torment, torture, exploitation, extortion, and human trafficking.
Now, I want you to go all the way down, not quite, a little bit past halfway. You're going to see some pictures in black and white. Keep going. You're going to pass the list. You're going to pass that whole list. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Pass that list. Yeah, that's the actual list. And that's not all of them either.
Jesus.
Right there. Okay, now go to, okay, you see all that? Those are what they're being tried for. Those are their crimes. If you go to the second set of people, and if you look on the first row to the top, okay, go back up. The second box. Okay, go to that first row, the fifth picture from the right now. Who name do you see and what, and read the charges?
This guy right here?
Yeah, in the corner. Yeah, that's Skin Mask. You see his charges?
Treason. I can barely, let me, hold on.
I'm back.
Huh?
I said, I don't know how. I'm backstage and we're live.
Oh, I didn't know you leave. Did you get kicked out?
No, my family and stuff. I tried to dismiss it. Let me see. Let me leave out of this so we can come back.
Let's see. Seditious conspiracy.
Treason.
It's a little blurry, but yeah, the first one is treason. Advocating something of the government. Crimes against humanity. It's a little blurry, but
it's a seditious treason. He got about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 counts against him. Look like 6 or 7. Oh yeah. So I'd like to know how you gonna carry out all them.
Maxine's on here. Kamala.
Yeah, she down there.
I wrote these names down. I wrote some names down when Amina and them talked about it on MREC.
Well, this is a lot of homework right here.
I don't know why my camera, why I'm not being seen. I don't know what the heck going on. See,
hold on.
Just I hit my camera button, so I just put it back on my avatar with a tag on it. But yeah, there you go.
You seem fine on my end. What's the issue, Kim?
Because in StreamYard on the bottom, I can hit my camera button and you can see my face. I just hit my camera button on the bottom.
Right. Oh, Kim, were you saying you couldn't access the camera? Is she there?
There's some little buttons at the bottom.
Okay. Wayne said
And you
the
can see a copy of that court document I gave you about the 13 pages. They go to the front page of it right there. It say 11,
okay.
but it's actually 13 pages.
Okay.
So that's there. And you got the Human Rights Tribunal International. That is 100% legit.
I see AOC. Wow.
Oh, they all down there get my.
Wow. Okay. Well, I'm definitely gonna dive into that stuff because I'm not prepared. You know, I don't like to just. I'm not that spontaneous. But I'm looking at the chat. I'm sorry. Peter, I saw Peter in here. If she's still here, welcome back. Are you there, Kim? No.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It is a lot.
It is
You
a
got
lot.
still you got it's a lot.
So I'm gonna
So
just finish with R. Kelly because there were some updates that happened in his case, and then I'm gonna come back more prepared to talk about this. I want to look at some of that stuff and kind of know what I'm dealing with and talking about. But I'll let you know, Ceylon, so you can make sure to be here.
well, you can go ahead and Rob, because with his stupid behind. His lawyers think they slick.
They are a trip. So yeah, in case you didn't get the updated video or the update video, I reported about the fact that the judge went ahead and ordered that protection that they wanted over the discovery, the 3,500 materials, which is the discovery pertaining to law enforcement. And I heard some other YouTubers like, oh, the defense won the motion. No, I mean, they do. They're allowing him to keep a paper copy and the digitals in his, I think in his cell, but he can't take everything. He has to take it a piece. It's like piece by piece as it comes. He's not going to get a whole bulk of stuff and be sitting in his cell buried up under all this paperwork. That's not what that is. And again, man, supposedly y'all say he can't read. So I don't understand why it's so important for them to make sure he gets paper copies of everything if he can't read.
Right.
Supposedly.
Now, Dawn.
Yes.
Now, if you go right back on humorous.
It's Goddess.
If you go, right.
Go ahead.
If you go back under what you had read about the first case, when I just got done saying that 13 pages, and if you see, and I kept saying, that's a tribunal case. They go to front copy of Charlene Y. Lathan. It's right up here underneath the tribunal. That's why I kept saying, this is a tribunal, y'all. Kept saying it's a tribunal. I said, y'all might as well hang it up, because oh boy, it ain't going nowhere.
You talking about R. Kelly?
Right. Look, when you in a military tribunal, they freeze everything. And I'm telling you right now, you don't go to regular jail. You go to the military jail. And when you go to military jail, you got to ask for every single thing that you do. And how I know, because my service is everything. You got to get permission for everything.
So
ain't no freedom.
He's on that list, right? Because I didn't read the list.
Yeah.
So he's on that
list. Yeah. No, okay. He's on that paperwork that I gave you, but the paperwork falls under underneath all of this. This is tribunal. Because if you look at that front part, you see Harvey Weinstein, and you see Jesus. Okay, even though his name up there, Ghislaine Maxwell up there, and Epstein up there, you know it's a tribunal. Just those three alone, those three names alone, and the rest of everybody else here, that is a tribunal case. Tennis fans, go somewhere, sit down. That's military, sweetie. Go sit down.
Oh no,
they think he's getting
out. I think he's getting out.
He's not getting out.
He's getting time served.
Attention.
Yeah, he's getting time served. You know.
Attention to his fans. I am a Navy veteran. That case in New York is a military tribunal. He ain't getting out. You're gonna continue to do time until the day you die. So I'm sorry. So you might as well just pack it up, shut it down, and go home because that's what it is. And I don't care how much he gonna tell on who this and that. It still ain't gonna reduce his tank. He still ain't gonna come out because, like I said, it's a tribunal. And when it's a military tribunal, you gonna do some military time. And they don't do hour by hour. They do it by. They don't do it by day. They do it by minute. They get technical with it. But every minute the crimes that you commit against humanity, for every time that you use, every minute, every waking minute that you use towards a person that you had no business with, oh, that's going against you. And y'all made me think I'm just blabbing. I said, I tell you what, then you take your butt over here in the Shaw Air Force Base or Fort Jackson or somewhere, or either Fort Dix or Fort Drum or whatever your nearest base is, and you can talk to somebody right at the guardhouse, and they're pretty much gonna tell you the same thing I'm telling you, because I'm telling you now, that is a military trial.
Yeah, you're right. Because
he ain't getting out. He ain't getting out.
I wrote down some information that said the Israel intelligence and military agent, this cult called the whatever, was they're alleged to be the mega group by the Israel Zionists, aka mega group, the Magul, Maxwell's father, which is Robert Maxwell, Ghislaine Maxwell, her daddy. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they said she is the one. She is.
So
she's one of them.
Bird was considered, he was a rejected spy or whatever. And
when I say the one, I just mean as far as her links. Her links
yeah,
go.
Yeah, she is.
She was one of the links. The ones that we got and we handle are gone. I just mentioned to y'all one of them that had control over our government and paying House of Representatives 6 figures, because I read up on Maxine Waters was giving her daughter during a campaign $1 million tax free. You gave your daughter for campaign your thing for $1 million, and your salary is only supposed to be 5 digits, but your net worth is like 7 figures. You and Moonshine Betty and the rest of y'all. But I also saw a video, and I understand why they won't show this stuff on mainstream media. All because of one line. They sold us out for $2.3 billion to the CCP. $2.3 billion.
When you say us, who are you talking about?
The United States, the people, the corporation of the United States. We was under the corporation of the United States.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
2.3 million for one line. That's how gullible people is. I said 2.3 billion.
That's like chicken scratch.
They sold us out for 2.3 billion. I say, got to for one line.
You good, Kim?
Yeah.
Are you frozen, or is that you resting up against the? Okay, I see you now. Moving. All right, so back to R. Kelly. So as I was saying, he had a couple updates in his case because they call it the eve of the trial. We're approaching the first trial in New York, and March. I don't have the date, but they're doing the jury selection is supposed to start happening. And that's why they're throwing these motions out there for the jury, because the jury selection, his team are asking for the jury information prior to and outside of the regular vetting process, which is, they fill out questionnaires. Then they ask you face to face in person more questions based on the information that you give. Well, they want the name. They're not giving names to these people. They weren't going to. But they want that.
They can't.
They want the name, they want the employer, they want the neighborhood they live in. A lot of that information is going to come to light in the questionnaires, but the name and the personal stuff, they don't want them to have that because, we already see how they
can't. They can't.
So
like I keep saying.
Well, there's a conference, status conference on February 9th at 11 a.m. Eastern. There is a phone number provided. I tend to miss them because I'm on the West Coast and usually they're earlier. So I'm going to try to catch it. And so I can update you guys on what happens there. I think they're going to address the anonymous jury reconsideration, which I don't think the judge is going to do. Like Ceylon says, she can't. She said they can't. So I don't think it's going to happen anyway. But they may also address whether or not they have enough time to move forward for the date schedule. And I'm really hoping they do move forward. We don't need any more delays. Let's get this thing popped.
Brooklyn gonna
show no.
Brooklyn gonna bring his black ass on home.
They are really trying it though. I don't know what Tasha K is somehow got something. Somebody put something in her pockets or in her back, a battery. But she
unlimited wine supply and coke.
she is definitely trying to change the narrative when it comes to him. It seems like, because she was even saying, you never know, he might come home.
A video, she was playing with her nose, had barely touched the wine, and she gonna lie and say it was an allergic reaction to the bottle of wine. Bitch, you ain't touched it yet. You hadn't even opened it. Oh,
she's like, forget the wine. She done moved on.
What?
Yeah. When she got pressured about where was the surviving Jaguar series, then she had like a short video and she just kept sniffling and doing, and acting like then she come back with a community text. Oh, it was the allergic reaction to the wine and the vinegar.
Gabriella being on coke, and she's the one over there putting her face in the snow.
She gonna say, I looked at her and I want to hide her waistline. So where's her waistline? It's called invisible waistline when you find it sexy like that. That's what it's called. A young queen. She mad. She's so obsessed and jealous of women, black women too. She probably part of the cult now. She probably part of that cult. She done got some of that cane with hit. They probably delivered her one of his things out of that duffel bag. I don't know. Can't remember where I heard it from. A
lot of these supporters of R. Kelly who are YouTubers, we have seen them in indictments, right?
Yes.
I wouldn't be surprised Tasha K might end up in a dang indictment. She in court.
Oh yeah, because they got a list. Just to let everybody know, Tasha K, you're on the list. Person of interest that they have all these arrest warrants. They want to properly subpoena you and give you the paperwork. Fuck a Chibi record studios and all that. And then why y'all, the Beehive Enterprise, why y'all thinking that it's your channel, your subscribers, your followers? I'm willing to bet my last dollar that one of them is an undercover agent and they have everything that you monkeys been doing. Even talking to your dumb asses behind the scenes.
Probably more than one of them. I would say more.
Several. They said they had to get the CIA involved, the technologists, forensic people, when they had to view all the electronic. And I know these people like, my job couldn't have been no easy. Y'all, did you see this? They done brought all the crime to me. And without like you got panhandling. He go live, himself getting out of the car, and he says, I'm gonna kill this bitch on live to show you that I'm a real nigga from Chicago as soon as she get off the elevator. You in a federal courtroom saying about how you gonna kill somebody. Because I don't know what crack house of broccoli he gave him, and they had this shit talking to him, and then he goes, I don't know how I wasn't on live. I don't know how they tricked my phone, y'all. They did something. Who is y'all and them? You had it in your hand, nigga.
Wow.
Especially when he went up in the courtroom with the phone and the judge chamber. And I'm like, you just lost your mind for real.
Yeah, we up here talking like
you lost your mind for real. He so did, and I mean, he put the video on YouTube, and I'm sitting here going, did this idiot just violated some federal laws? Him videotape in the courtroom, the wit to the judge's chambers and all this. I said, what in the world did he do? I said, My connects couldn't even get you out just for taking the phone in the courtroom alone. And you popping trash and talking trash coming off the elevator. Oh, no. In my world, you fry. I don't care.
Then he gets to talking about when he heard his name in the indictment, he got the, I don't know if I should feel like a celebrity or what. That was like, no, nigga, you don't. There's nothing to celebrate.
I forgot what you call them called, what they call them. I forgot to get booger or something like that. Dirty booger, something like that. I like, that's a nasty little thing. Yeah, booger, because let me tell you, he was on his phone and he picked his nose and licked the booger off his face. Right, he did. I swear to God, I was like, what is the nasty fuck is going, excuse my language, going on here? I was like, oh my God.
He did his videos when he did the Megan challenge.
He did the Megan challenge?
Yeah, that video, and we listened to it. He farted twice when he was doing it in the beginning.
Oh my God.
And he out here doing this shit. He was like, and he was just.
Oh, I remember that. The body challenge. Body yaddy yaddy, that one. I remember that. That was funny.
Lord Jesus.
Listen, these people have lost their minds, but I do think that, like Kim said, there's agents, there's just paid fools. There's just people who want just the look. They just want to be seen. There's just all kinds of things coming into play with that. So it's just interesting to watch, though. It's kind of quiet as far as I can tell these days.
That arrest warrant, the subpoenas, the questions, time for your testimony. Mark's gonna be here in no time. A lot of them, they getting that paperwork.
Yeah, you think they got that call, that they got that notice, huh?
It was like, yes, we know you went live last night. We know you're not fired, but we just letting you know.
But you know what, Kim, I just thought about something when you had mentioned about Tasha K. And I remember a couple of videos that she had an insider from the jail cell saying that Rob was conversing with Joycelyn, sending emails to say, yeah, I see where he was getting this money on his book. I said, you big dummy. If you do not, I start to tell her, shut the live down. Yeah. And I started to inbox her and say, if you don't stop getting connects inside a freaking jail, you're behind going next.
And guess what? She get drunk too and get carried away and get to thinking she big shit and untouchable. She get the, but
she sure did. She got it on video saying Azrael sent him $40, Joycelyn sent him $60. Oh, and
that
what
might
you call
be the same federal officer that let him use the cell phone and the lawyer that was smuggling the letters. And she probably part of it. And yeah, her day coming. Her day is coming.
I'm seeing him going, have you lost your darn mind? You do not know that. Not only did she violate a confidentiality agreement, but the HIPAA thing. Yeah. Because she mentioned something about his health. I said, you idiot. And you was on a live on a social media platform, and I'm surprised they didn't shut it down. I should have even emailed and said, you need to delete that live.
They purposely let him go, just like I believe certain people that's like before Don Russell got caught up. He was allowed to go on certain interviews and shit. And I said, you know what? I'm willing to bet my last dollar. They probably done reached out to these people, whether it was on a podcast or something. And they was like, yeah, let them come on. Yep. Ask them these questions. And we just gonna be right here. Okay. And then when they done, don't even say nothing. Don't let them know we here. And that I really believe that. I really believe that.
I'll go with that. I will go with that because I'm sitting here going, I'm looking at some of her videos.
Because they wanted, when they come with that hot and ready, then that hot and juicy combo meal ready for your ass is gonna be nice and tight, airtight, evidence and solid. Because you know why I know? You know how I know they would? Okay, y'all remember that case in Atlanta with the girl said that the man raped her on the dance floor at the Opera House?
Yeah.
Well,
Facebook
when
Live.
the female attorney, I can't think of her name, young black attorney that was representing the male, she said that the Opera House had, I think they had over 200 cameras as far as like throughout the play with time you come in or whatever that she requested to view or whatever. So anyway, when they were deciphering, when that video went viral and it got to the authorities and stuff, it actually got to the feds. The feds came in. They said the part with her on the dance floor where it looked like she slumped over, she was trying to get off her Facebook Live and she couldn't shut it down. And the Fed agent was talking to the local police officer and guiding them through the earpiece, saying she's like east of the stage or whatever. She's trying to shut her live down, but we looking right at her. We're not letting her shut it down. She's trying to.
They pinned her.
They guided the officers through the opera house to let them know her location, exactly where she was at, because it was packed. Mm-hmm. And they talked to that officer. Ain't that something?
That's something. I remember that.
Yeah.
He got locked up, right? The guy ended up going to jail. Is that right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So did it actually happen?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
yes. That was happening on a Facebook Live.
Yeah, she was live and then she was trying to cut it off, but she was trying to, like, why am I live on cut off? Because the feds kept it open. And they told the officer,
they can stop you from going off live, and they can shut you down on live as well.
And they already was going through her messages. That's how they knew to find the friend information and stuff. The one that posted it and everything in the statement, it reached out to her. They was at her doorstep too, or whatever. The best friend that she was up there with and carrying on. They even knew that woman didn't have no drawers on when she was percolating on that stage for the money.
Oh, so it sounded like a setup. It was a setup.
They knew. That's how cold that they are, especially when it comes to the social media. So I mean, it's just not when I got bad patience, because I be wanting to see them handcuffs and stuff and everything, and just breaking news. This is all people that got apprehended in the sting, but it'll come.
Oh my gosh.
I see we have our friend is here, SH Pet. I don't know how to pronounce your name, but you be in my comments trolling all the time. Now they want to come in and ask you about DJ Tyson.
I don't know
Pick up Tyson. They said, did the feds pick up DJ Tyson? Not yet, as far as I know.
Not yet, but he will be.
Welcome, Lewis.
And they trace that IP address, they gonna get you too. You see, they knew Don Russell was doing star 6-7. That's just how brilliant they are.
How dumb are you to think?
I didn't even know star 6-7. They probably purposely allowed that nigga to use star 6-7.
Star 6-7 is gonna keep you from getting caught from a death threat of a production of people. Like,
damn. That ain't know what last time you star 6-7.
They probably purposely reactivated for him.
Listen, and at the time he was claiming to be his manager. He was on camera. I remember when he did that interview with the news. And he threw him under the bus. He did a Shekinah.
Yep.
Right. He basically told on his boy as he was
did.
supposedly trying to defend him at the same time.
He told the people, I never said there wasn't no tapes. I just said it's what's on the tapes. And yep, gotta go. I just quit.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
They say his mother is way more involved than he even is. So the mom is the one that needs to be the one looked out. She might be in an indictment too coming up.
Yeah. Because you see all of them stressed, bags under their eyes, losing weight. K. Michelle, suicide. Oh my God, I can't go on any longer. I don't know what I'm going to do with all this mess.
Looking like
with all them surgeries she be having.
T.I. Looking like
T.I.
T.I.
He gave her raggedy ass a shout out in his little raggedy ass book, and now she's she just can't go on anymore. No.
Shoot. Every time I turn around, she doing something to her body. I'm like, child, you ain't learned from all them injections you got? And you ain't cut to I'm gonna mess up my white person nose. I was like, girl, I understand your fixing teeth. There was nothing wrong with your body. There was nothing wrong with your body. There was nothing wrong with your body. But
this is where R. Kelly gonna be at the end of the day. We know.
Right. Child. He ain't gonna be there. He gonna be under it
I don't know. Can y'all see me? I'm probably upside down.
on the side.
Side to side.
I'm gonna just hold
Something
it.
like
I had to put my phone on the charger.
Let's give
Ah,
shout out to our girl Jaguar here. Because she
yes,
gets
Lord.
yes, lift her up in light and love and positivity too as well.
Right.
Hey, Queen. Hey, sis. The
Yeah.
beautiful
Yes, Lord.
voice.
She's a good person. She really is. She's a Taurus like me, so she's a
Yeah.
good person.
Oh, I didn't know you were a Taurus. Okay.
Yes, an April Taurus. She's a May Taurus. I'm just only a year older than Jaguar, so when she states something, trust 9 times out of 10, we're gonna tell you like it is. Gonna tell you the truth. It gonna hurt. God
Yeah,
knows.
my
We're gonna
daughter
tell it
is
like
like
it
that.
is.
She April 29th and her words do come out. And it's just where it is.
While we at it, I don't know. This was on here too. I don't know what this is. Her crying, but shout her
Yeah.
out.
It was. She had started crying.
Who's it? Asriel?
Yeah, that's the baby
Okay.
girl.
You know, his daughter is on that show, that Atlanta. What is that? Growing Up Hip Hop.
Growing up
Okay.
loving hip hop.
And she's getting more scenes. It's interesting to see her. She looks so timid and just little. She don't even look like she's ready for all that, you know.
I think Drea is being the Pied Piper puppet master when it comes to that because these babies is still running around. When I seen that interview, you know, Drea is a narcissistic person too. When she was on, she was dragging that baby around from the sister circle, that radio station to the TMZ and all that. That baby had a turtleneck, a sweatshirt, a hoodie or whatever, jogging suit, might as well say, covered up, just like how this been known.
Right.
And she got her as her mini-me. And she comes in and you could tell she soaks it. She loves the camera time. When they just, oh, look at her. And she be like, yes, uh-huh, yes, uh-huh.
Well, we
And
see
our
how she
emotion wasn't
is.
even like that.
But them babies, okay, even when they had to come to the Trump to remove their things, Joycelyn showed up in a jogging suit with a coat that didn't fit her, that was hanging off of her, with a hat, baseball cap, and she came in with the phone already filming on live, I guess to prove and show that she was doing what she was told. Because he has to see everything on video. He has to record. He has to see it. She did. She
I
came
must
in
admit.
with a jogger suit, baseball
Yeah.
cap, and these people act like they don't get it, they don't see it.
Mm.
And he been doing the jogger suit mess since the 80s.
Well, God bless her.
Mm-hmm.
Can't even
God
imagine.
bless all the people that he have done wrong to. You know, he physically assaulting women, men, and boys and girls.
Right. Shout out to this dude if he really did kick his ass.
Right, it should. I hope so. But Brooklyn got another one for him. No, it's already. So it's
right.
more than a promise. It's a guarantee. You know how what's guaranteed? We all gonna leave here one day. His is he got it. It ain't. That's why it's a date on it. Brooklyn gonna move forward. They already got it. It's solid. It's airtight. It's a go. They're not. Mm-mm. And the judge that had it up to here with the defense keep coming with this stupid ass shit about your honor and this and that. No.
They're gonna be marching again, I hear. There's a whole women's march just for R. Kelly. Can you believe that?
God is what in the, oh my gosh.
Go
Okay.
march on Mac and Bewick in Detroit for them and see what happened.
These
They
people
can do all the marching they want to. What part of military tribunal these people don't understand? What part of, God is, and Kim, I'm trying to tell y'all, what part of military tribunal these people don't understand?
I don't even think they know that's even going on. They won't believe you. If you told one of these people that, they would laugh at you. They don't believe none of that stuff. But shout out to the people. These people, this is from back in the 2008 trial. This picture. Shout out to the people who've been staying on his neck. And bye. This is Celine. So you're saying, Salon, that he's really the good guy. Are you? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
In the situation.
Yes, Lord. Because I'm gonna tell you, remember the first round, the stimulus checks that y'all had gotten, right? You remember the first round, the 1,400? Okay, I'm gonna tell you how he got that. Okay, Don, you got the link and you saw that list. What he did was all the frozen assets with all the people that's up there, he took the money from out of those accounts and gave it to us. Now, he was trying to get us 2,000 on this time, but Congress bumped it down to half of what we had, like 1,200. That wasn't his doing. That was Congress doing. So he said, okay, since y'all want to do that, I signed the Insurrection Act. And
I got 1,200.
Trust and believe. Okay. The money, again, came from the seized assets. How you think the wall got built? Seized assets. For all the money that, from your Social Security card and your birth certificate, think about for every time you took a breath, those people made money off of us. We got all the gold back. The new money's go back up by gold, silver, and platinum. That's why I'm going to go out and get me some silver. And
that's what somebody told me a while back, like 3 years ago.
I'm going to get me some silver. And I'm going to give me some gold nickel. I'm working on the silver now. Because when he started rolling out that big money for us, I don't know about y'all, but a sister going back how the way she was born, back out in the country, and deuces. Because I'm going to get me a couple acres of land. I'm going to get my house. You maybe see me on the chapter. And I'm going to do what I got to do. Because, all they just seize the assets. Like I said, I done told you. Start looking at your credit reports. If you see your stuff start disappearing, thank that man on that picture there. Because a couple of my things already disappearing. Some of my student loans already started disappearing.
And so you're saying you don't have to do anything on our part?
No.
You know what? I don't get it.
Unless you want to go to what's that? Experian, you can dispute it, but it's gonna come off regardless. Because it doesn't make no kind of sense that people don't have a place to live and we still paying on student loans and credit card debt because these knuckleheads want to take money from us and get rich and kill off babies and trafficking women and all this and that and have sex with kids and all that. No.
And ain't no job.
He said,
right. That's the only reason
That's
people go to college is for jobs and for the careers, and it ain't no job.
Right. Okay. And I'm gonna tell you, like you said, they don't want me. They want us. I'm just in the way for them. They won't get to us. That's what he said. He said that they really want us. They really want to depopulate us, according to the Georgia tablet.
Yeah.
Population supposed to be at 500 million. They was trying to get us there.
Where are we at right now?
He's standing away. We way over 500 million. And no. And he's standing away for us getting us there. And so far, so good. The elites of the cabal, bye-bye. And we still doing what we doing. So far, so good. But you know what? Y'all gonna get a couple of surprises coming up. That's why I say March 4th gonna play a big role. Put it down your cabinet because I already seen where his new cabinet in office is lined up. And y'all gonna be shocked. But I did want to meet one person, but he actually passed away on the 31st and they broke me down. And I said, oh my God, I want to meet him. But I get a chance to meet his son and his family. But I really want to meet that dad. But when y'all look at who gonna be first lady, the first lady has on a skin mask. Melania Trump, that's a skin mask. But who y'all gonna see who's underneath that skin mask gonna make y'all mouths drop? Because I already know who it is.
What?
Yes, it's gonna be fabulous. The list is already out. I already know who's gonna be. Well, we already know he's gonna be president. The first lady. When y'all see who it is, y'all gonna be like, oh my God. I already know who's gonna be the vice president. I already know who's gonna be the vice president, the first and second lady, secretary of.
You know we recording this, so if it comes to March 4th
I
and I
know.
don't see none of this happen,
Oh
I'm
no. Look at him. March 4th. That's when it's happening. It's gonna happen. But who y'all gonna see for entertainment and art? Y'all gonna really pass.
Y'all heard her. Okay.
Yeah,
I don't know.
think of the list.
What you got
But
on
then
it?
again,
You gonna bet on this? You betting on this?
Nah, I can't afford to bet on that.
What's the lady say here?
Hey.
I got the list. I saw the list. The list was put out on Telegram authentically, and the person signed the dang declaration to become vice president under the Republic of the United States of America. I screenshotted it. I was like, yeah, boy. You talking about somebody happy?
Okay, with all that said, R. Kelly's still staying in jail, right? That's what all I'm caring.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
As long as he ain't getting out. Okay, good. All right, y'all. So we over the 2-hour mark. You know how that go. But Kim has sent me this link to that lady Sabrina's
Yeah, I found it.
Instagram. Well, I guess it's somebody's YouTube.
Yeah.
We gotta be careful. So what I'm gonna do, I want to play it. I'm gonna put her up on the screen, but I'm gonna play the audio only.
Yep.
Okay.
You know how they do that.
Not like it don't take all day. They got straight to the point, So,
yeah, it's short.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on.
Very short.
Very short. Viral.
Listen to this sideline.
Okay, now I gotta find it over here. It don't have no name on it. Hold on a second. Let me find out which one it is. All these things open. Okay. Oh, wrong channel. Oh, it is the email. Okay. Hold on.
Take your time.
Okay.
Y'all need to be quiet. Like,
I don't
women
remember that part.
getting their mouths pissed in at other celebrities' houses. Y'all need to fucking stop it. Like, stop. Stop it. Completely stop.
Did you hear what she said?
Yeah.
She said, okay. Hold on.
Yeah, I did.
Y'all need to fuck. Women being pissed, getting their mouths pissed in at other celebrities' houses. Y'all need to fucking stop
Getting
it.
their mouths pissed in.
Like, stop.
Yep. I heard that very loud and clear.
Completely stop. So at the end of the day, like we need to get the, you know what I'm saying, we need to get these, these people justice and healing, man. Y'all need to stop. Like, as a community, y'all need to stop. So, but the message that you guys are sending right now is that The message you're sending right now is that get famous. If you become famous, then you can do whatever you want to do to our people.
It's not what I.
This
That's
is
what
not
you're
the
saying.
one you
As long
remember.
as people recognize you, then
That,
they'll
you
use
wasn't no banging or nothing in the background like that. Seemed like
y'all need to stop as a community. Stop
on
at the right.
video.
Stop.
This is what you sent me.
I know. Okay.
Stop.
So you saying this is not it?
No, but that's what she had on in the video. That's what how
It's
she
only-
was talking when she said
Hold
their
on.
name.
It's
Okay.
almost over. Hold on.
Okay.
Stop it. What do you mean, why now, bitch? You're allowed to speak about your motherfucking 2 Christmas gifts you got at 5 years old. And your bald head ass goddamn your butt naked Barbie doll you got with the legs broken off.
Ooh.
So I can speak about a gun being put to my head when I was 28. So shut up. The fuck? If you can speak about, if you can speak about you, if you could talk about your, if you can have to explain, if you can explain why you had this big ass stacked bang
So she's roasting somebody basically.
in high school, like then I can speak about what the fuck I want to speak about. I can speak about my life. I ain't tell you not to talk about that. So it shouldn't have went as far as it went. Those girls was watching her page. Those victims was watching her fucking page, waiting for a fucking misstep. Cause that shit shouldn't have went no further than in my comment. That shit shouldn't have went no further than that.
I don't know what she's talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, she trying to post Shekinah?
I guess.
You sent that to me, Kim.
I don't even know.
Oh, now she gonna run off. I'm just playing. Well, look, I think that's gonna be it for this thing tonight. I think we covered a lot.
Then.
You gave me some homework, so I'm definitely gonna
always give everybody homework.
because you got your own homework. You want everybody else to be doing homework. How you doing with that?
I go back to school on the 24th.
Okay. All right.
Because I was supposed to have hand surgery, but with the deaths of the twins, I finally got my mom's death certificate today. And I have to call. Yeah, I got to call probate Monday.
Yes.
Man.
Elon lost her mom. Guys, send her prayers and love, please. And a sister, right?
Yeah, I've lost both moms, identical twins. I'm like,
God bless you.
17 days. I know. It's not been easy. Trust me, it's still not easy.
Love from India. Thank you. Yeah, I was looking at my stats. I have a lot of people in India who watch this channel. I don't know what's going on in India, but shout out to India. Oh, she done sent me she jumped off to send me the right link. I don't know.
Wow.
Let me see how long it is because I'm ready. Let's see. It's a 3-minute. It's a 3-minute thing. I think I'm gonna hold off on that. Well, it'll take me a second. Hold on, let me pull it up.
Jeez.
We here now.
That's gonna be a long, lengthy trial. Already been 3 years now. Going on 4-year Delta now.
You talking about the Gitmo or the?
Yeah, all of that. That's part of a tribunal. They got evidence on TI attorney. That's a tribunal.
Well, yeah, because they we talked about how Lisa Bloom took an accuser, probably more than one at this point, case. And, these attorneys don't take cases unless they know they can win the cases or feel very strongly about it.
My thing is though, shouldn't they be checking their own back, around their own back door before they go jump out the front door and help others? I'm just saying. I'm just saying because every time you turn around, somebody get raped or something like that. Here come Lisa. Here come her mom. And then you would think with all the stuff that's going on in Hollywood and all this right here, and you kind of look at them like every time something go down, here come these two. Something ain't right about this picture. Like I said, man, sleep around from your phone back door before you go run to the front door and go hop out and go help somebody. Make sure your area clean first before you go help somebody else. I'm just saying.
All right, I thought Kim was going to come back in, but she sent the link to the right video. And this is Sabrina dragging Candy, Burris, Lauren London, and LaToya Wright into the T.I. and Tiny scandal. So let's just see. It's only a couple minutes. Stick with us. Stick with us. Let me pull it up.
Oh, she had to put everybody on blast.
That's what they do.
What she did? Oh, hell, that's live then. Oh, well. Oh, well.
Let's see.
Hey, LGG family. I'm coming at you with a quick update in the Tiny and T.I. allegations. Well, today, Sabrina Peterson did an IG Live, and she has implemented Candy Burris, Lauren London, and Toya Wright. Now, she doesn't say that they did anything inappropriate, but she is saying that they knew about some of the things that were going on. So that just means that she's bringing more and more people into these allegations, which, that means that they can be deposed, or, she's alleging that they know something about it. Again, she has not said that they did anything, but she's saying that all of these people knew about it. And also, one of the alleged victims has hired attorney Lisa Bloom. So this shit is getting real, you guys. It's gone from allegations to now potential lawsuit. I don't know if it's criminal charges that the person's seeking or some kind of financial compensation, but apparently attorney Lisa Bloom has now been retained. So stay tuned, and LGG will keep you up to date with all this. Leave your comments below and let me know what you think about all this. I think that there's some truth to it. These are allegations, so it's all allegedly, but I do believe that there was something amiss going on. All right.
No, to this day, no, so don't. T.I. can't fucking speak for me, bitch. Keisha. Like, as many fucking pills that he done forced down bitches' throats and this and that. Like, he done victimized with so many women in Atlanta. So many women have been victimized by T.I. in Atlanta. Don't let me start this conversation. Don't let me even start that conversation. Don't let me begin this conversation. So many black women have been victimized by Clifford Harris in the city of Atlanta. But I'm one of the dumbass black women that kept my motherfucking mouth shut for over a decade.
A decade?
Over a decade.
Toya knows what happened. Candy knows what happened. Chicago knows what happened. Tiny knows what happened. Everybody else knows what the fuck happened. And I dare every one of you bitches to tell the story wrong because you know what's gonna happen. And that's on God. You know how I'm coming for you. And you know He's not gonna protect you. So don't ever tell the story wrong. Don't ever tell the story wrong. You know what happened. Lauren London knows what happened. All y'all know what the fuck happened.
Oh yeah, she did that ATL movie with him, huh?
Mm-hmm.
But y'all all simultaneously try to Sabrina's crazy, paint a narrative, this, that, and third, this, that, and third. That's what people do. That's why it's hard to be a black woman. It's hard to be a black woman and a victim. This is why it's so hard.
Well,
She got a point. She got a point.
Look,
She got a point.
I believe her.
Yep.
Yeah,
She said,
and she got a point.
She said, "What we're down in Atlanta."
Over a decade. Wow
And
said,
that's
Wow Wayne
she
said, make sure we say allegedly. And
she said she was a dumbass that kept her mouth shut for over a decade.
Yep.
Well, that confirmed it right there.
Well, she
And she
confessing
confirmed it
her
right there.
sins. She confessing her sins, and
I mean, everything in the dark, what?
comes to the
Come to
light.
light.
It does. That's the name of this chapter. That's the name of this chapter with them.
Their time is up, but that's disappointing. And then for another woman to do this to another woman, knowing harm and shit gonna come to them and disgusting things, and that's just, I don't know how you sleep at night. You know, especially if you partaking or.
Well, that was a banger. I'm gonna end it here, but that was good. Thank you guys for the input and the information. Because I'm the queen of information, in case you didn't know. Whether I have it or not, that's a different story. But I will tell it if I get it. So one of my friends, I'm gonna have to call her. She used to call me Channel 7 News when we were little. She sure did. She sure did. I'm gonna have to call her. On Facebook, I'm gonna hit her up and let her know. You know what? You had a point. You had something. You had something. But yeah, so tomorrow morning, well, I'm pushing my shot of love back just a little bit, maybe an hour or two, but you guys got to keep up with what's going on the channel because we moving and shaking. Kim has a segment we're going to be publishing on Tuesday. We do health talk with Kim, with Nurse Kim, or Warrior Kim, Miss Kim the Warrior, aka Nurse Kim, I call her. We doing that on Tuesday. That'll be out on Tuesday, hopefully. Yeah. We got so many other things that we got going on. Hell, Ceylon, you finna have you a channel in a minute. I'm finna get you a segment. What we gonna call it? We're gonna have to call it.
Don't go into it. Not yet. Not yet. I still got I got some more stuff.
Get Ceylon. Get you some. Get you some more. Gitmo. But
Lord have mercy, they don't want to know about Gitmo because I'm telling you, I got some story about some Gitmo. That's some torture treatments. Y'all don't want they torture treatments.
No, we don't. No, we don't. It's all love over here. All love over here.
Yeah.
You know, YouTube can be a swamp of hate and just disgustingness, but there's also a lot of positivity and a lot of learning resources and things on YouTube. There's nothing wrong with a little ratchet entertainment. You know what I'm saying? But it's all about balance. You got to make sure you have balance. And that includes sometimes simply unplugging. Just sometimes we're going to have to unplug because it's just too much. It's a lot of information that's coming at us. And we try to take it in, but not all information is good information or right information. So sometimes we have to unplug and release. Unplug and release.
Yes.
So tomorrow, shot of love.
I need to get out.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna leave it here. Anybody have anything to say? I'm out.
No, I'm out too because it's 2:25 where I'm at. I got to get in the bed.
I know a lot of y'all is up late. Half of these people who were here probably sleep. But catch us back in the replay. Let us know in the comments that you stopped by. Let us know your thoughts on all this stuff that you heard tonight. I'm very curious to see who is going. If we did a bet right now on Ceylon and all this information she's given us, if this is going, are we going to see this come to light? Are we going to see this? She says yes. So we're going to stay tuned. Much love to everybody. I'm going to leave it here, but check us out till next time. And join the channel if you haven't and get all the stuff.
Yeah. I love you all.
Exclusively.
Love you more.
Love you. Till next time. Peace.
Thank you.
Peace.